Hi there, everybody. I just got my phone just propped up on the with the dashboard. I'm parking before I go to see my first patient, so I stop at Starbucks and get like a couple of little items, and I'm seeing my next person like the next 50 minutes. I'll be seeing her, so close to the next hour. I want to talk about something. I remember saying, I want to say it was probably 2017. I said the universe is going to give black women what they want. The universe is going to respond to black women accordingly. And I also remember saying around that time, but I've also said it a few times last year, and I'm saying it again this year. You might want to spiritually disconnect from the collective of black women because the universe has granted black women's wishes. And I don't want to be connected to the collective of black women under this particular firmament. I don't want to be connected to them. Why? This is not to bash anybody, but when you have a group of people that choose, that willingly choose to be a sacrifice, meaning that they see that another group of people, and I'm going to be honest, let's go on and say it, meaning black men, go online and tell to the world how much they hate black women. And yes, they did. I mean, everybody, I can talk to anybody. I don't care if it's a white woman. I've talked to Hispanic women. They all know. I've read comments that come from white women. A page that I don't hardly visit. This was like in 2017, something like that, or 2016, one of them. It was when the bashing was like much, much worse on YouTube around that time. And, I can't remember whose page I was visiting. I think it was the page of another white person, a YouTube page. And I read the comments of these white women talking about how black men bash black women. And I've talked to a Hispanic woman. Talk about how the black men that she might have dated, or black men who date them, how they go and talk trash about black women. This is coming from a Hispanic woman. And when I go out of the country, men and women are aware of how black women how black men dog out black women. So at this point, you know what? They put that out into the ethers. Ain't no need to acting like it didn't happen because they put it out into the ethers. I remember saying to black women, what you don't want to do is absorb that negativity. The negativity that they put out, what you don't want to do is absorb it. You do not want to absorb that negativity. Especially the Christian women, people who call themselves Christian. I think you might want to learn how to practice living by the word, okay? I'm talking about the women who call themselves Christians. I ain't talking about nobody else. You might want to see yourself the way God see you and not the way these black men that went on YouTube see you. You might want to see yourself the way God see you. And I'm talking to these Christians. Okay? Don't absorb this negativity coming from these black men. You see yourself the way God see you since you're a Christian. Okay? You were wonderfully and fearfully made. Well, the black man ain't make you, so his opinion don't freaking count. And yes, they did put that out into the ethers, and no, they're not. I don't know who forgive them. Now, see, forgiveness for me, like I said, is releasing a lot of stuff off of me so I can get into my light body and not be stuck into this low vibration. It ain't got nothing to do with somebody else getting away with shit. And that's what I think at this point, black women really need to learn that. It's not about letting somebody else slide. They ass ain't getting away with shit. It's about you releasing all that negativity that everybody want to put on you, releasing it off of you so you can go in and get the hell up out this doggone firmament so you can get the hell on out of here. I want to go back to what I was talking about when I said black women are going to get the universe is going to give black women exactly what they want. Because around the time you had like maybe a handful of black women, maybe less than a handful of black women. No, it was a handful. A little bit more, maybe 6 or 7 of black women who was online around that time between 2015 to 2017 or 2018 that was trying to was trying to stick up for other black women on YouTube. Okay, trying to stick up for other black women on YouTube. And then, but you had so many other black women that was still so pro-black. I don't think they understand that pro-black means pro-black men. And I'm not saying that because I'm against black men. I'm not against anybody. I don't really care about anybody else. I'm not against white people. I'm not against black people. I'm not against black men. I just don't care. Listen, I don't care. Okay, but I'm gonna tell the truth. And if they don't like it, they shouldn't have freaking did it. Okay. But it was a handful, and you still, I said, a lot of these pro-black women that did not understand pro-black means pro-black man. I remember when I was talking about black feminism, I was reading an article, some kind of paper. It's not an article, it was like a paper that somebody wrote on black feminism and how that started around that time. And it was because during the Black Panther Party, a lot of the black women were treated like mules, like slaves, doing all the hard work. While the black men and white women who were over there too was sitting back, and the black men would love to like mess with or sleep with the white women. And oh, by the way, those black women, all of their hair was natural. So I'm sick of other black women getting online talking about black men, they outside their race because black women choose to wear her hair like the white woman, so they go to the white woman. I can't stand that excuse. Those Black Panthers, those black women had afros, and those men did not like their afros, and they went to somebody with straighter hair. They don't like kinky hair. They just don't like kinky hair. White men like kinky hair more than black men do, and it's just what it is. It's just what it is. Anybody can see that. See, when you tell the truth, it ain't about you disliking somebody, because if you see the truth, if you don't like the truth, then change it. But don't get mad at somebody else for seeing the doggone truth for what it is. Just change it if you don't like it. That's all. And so black women in that paper, black was for the black man. So the term black was for the black man, and the term woman was for the white woman. And so the black woman did not have an identity of her own. She was not considered a black woman. She wasn't even considered a woman, because woman was meant for the white woman. So she didn't even have an identity. She was nothing. She was nothing. And so black feminism, according to this paper, came about so black women can have something of their own. Because they were always the mules, always doing the working, but nobody gave a darn about them. They didn't even have their own identity. They didn't even fit into the black community, because black means the black man. So black women comes absolutely last. If at all. If at all. Okay? And when the black women would complain about how they were working so hard and doing all of this, the black men and probably the black women too, the black men and probably the white women too, but definitely the black men would treat them like they were complaining about nothing. Now, I want to talk about how the universe has answered black women. And I said this, and a lot of people didn't like what I had to say. A lot of black women did not like what I had to say. So because the black women would see all of this, they witnessed all of this bashing and trash talking. And it got so bad to the point where you had artists, R&B or rappers or athletes or whoever's black, a black man would get online and say something negative about a black woman any chance he could. Okay? And black women still did not want to release this black man. Like, they didn't want to release them. Like, literally release them. Release them from your energy. Remove your feminine protection from over them. Okay? But, you know, a lot of black women still did not want to take heed to that. And I feel like a lot of black women right now are not taking heed. And I feel like the universe has responded to black women. It's been put out in the ethers. And black women have accepted this hate. They have accepted this hate. And when I saw how black women accepted the hate, and no matter how much black men hated them, they were going to continue to mule for them, is when I said disconnect from black women. You don't want to be connected to this type of frequency. You do not want to be connected to them, because some shit is going to come for them. And it's coming right now. A lot of black women are going to be disenfranchised. Not every single person. I'm not talking about a single person. But a lot of black women are going to be disenfranchised. Things are coming for black women. I don't think black women understand that they were being sacrificed. Like, I don't think black women get that they were being sacrificed. When they allow black men to go online and do all this trash, they literally open the floodgates. Like, they open the gates open for every other group of men from every other patriarchy to come and attack black women. That's what they did. I don't know if they get that they were being sacrificed. I don't know if they get that. They were being sacrificed. But to be deeper, they was trying to make sure that the divine feminine doesn't rise up in black women, because that's where the divine feminine is going to rise. It's going to come from black women. They want to make sure that divine feminine don't rise up. Okay, they want to make sure divine feminine don't rise up, and so they did this with rap music, all that music demeaning women. And they did it on YouTube, and they continue to do it. They continue to make sure this divine feminine does not rise up. They continue to do it. They even went around calling, the black woman is God, trying to get in her draws. Now, it's not to say that it wasn't true. The black woman is God when she know who she is. At her state right now, no, she's not God, but I want to say that maybe she is God, because why do people try so hard to take black women's energy? So she still is a God in a way, because everybody got not everybody, but I'm just talking about media and all of that stuff. Not every single person. But they got their attention on black women, so she must still be a God then, because why is people so hell-bent on treating the black woman like shit? Every single black woman ain't treated like shit. I want to make that clear. Even in the United States of America, every single black woman ain't treated like shit. But you might want to know who you are. Okay, but the universe has responded to black women not wanting to take heed when these men went online to tear them down. And then every time they went online to tear you down, then here come Black Lives Matter, and then black women get involved after these men spent all this time on YouTube tearing them down. Now, I don't care if it wasn't everybody. It wasn't enough people defending black women. So I don't care if it was not everybody, because what I know is that my sister-in-law and other people, when they would voice their complaints to their husbands or whatever, the husbands would tell them not to worry about it. Okay, but the minute the black man gets shot, these same black women supposed to be jumping up out their seat and doing everything for these black men. Okay, so I don't even care about the black men who didn't do anything. Like, if they weren't a part of going online and bashing, for the most part, they just tell black women, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay? And so, but you don't know what that does. They put that in the ethers. Black women should have been took their energy back from black men. They should have been done that. And they're not doing it still. Like, this is just what it's going to take. It's going to be something really bad coming for black women. It's already here. It's just a matter of it manifesting in time. But it's something really bad coming for black women. But anyway, yeah, that's it. And they went on. Every time something would happen to a black man, when Black Lives Matter was around, black women would get involved in all of these protests and stuff, giving their energy, constantly giving their energy. I want to talk about why it's necessary for these people to keep harnessing black women's energy. They're able to continue to create realities. And this is why I call black women is basically the doggone Christ. Because they're constantly being sacrificed. Nobody else is being sacrificed like the black woman, because the black woman has the most energy. And they're always targeting black women to get her energy. And, to get her emotions riled and all that stuff. They don't ever want the black woman happy, because they need her energy. They need to keep harnessing her energy, so they don't ever want to see her happy. It's a reason for it. It's a reason. Ain't nobody that's attacking somebody because of their color. Don't nobody care about your color that doggone much. They're harnessing your energy because you have certain entities that they are able to create realities off of harnessing your energy. And if you don't believe it, I know some people don't want to go to this page. I guess I don't want to call his name. I'm just say he called his name Rudolph of Germany. I'm just going to say he called himself that. He talked about how certain entities, where he comes from, They do things that create fear and create all these emotions off of people, because that's how they able to create worlds like that. Okay. So they're not just wanting to put black women through all these emotions just because of her skin complexion. You shouldn't. It's no such thing as color. Don't nobody care about your color like that. You're carrying the most energy, and they do things to continue to harness black women's energy. They need your energy. At this time, it's going to be a lot worse for black women because time is running out. It's about time for that reset. It's about time for the reset, if the reset hadn't already happened, because what you see now in the doggone playing out in time has already happened in the non-physical realm. It's already taking place. If it's playing out here, that means it already taking place somewhere else. So the reset might have already happened. Okay. I think the reset might have happened in 2020, but some people might say before that. Well, whatever. The reset probably happened before now, because whatever we see and playing out right now this is time. This is like it's already taking place in I'm gonna say the astral. I'm not gonna say spiritual. I'm gonna say the astral. It's already taking place outside of time. If we see it manifesting now, it's already taking place out of time. Out of time. So, yeah. And so black women continually wanted to sacrifice themselves to black men, no matter how much they went online saying they hate them. Every time one of them got shot by the police, a lot of black women chose to continue to sacrifice themselves. I mean, this is what they continue to give to the universe. This is what they continue to tell the universe, that they're willing to continue to sacrifice themselves for a bunch of people that don't like them, that don't appreciate them. They're willing to be the Jesus. Basically, you're willing to be the Jesus for a bunch of people that don't see you and don't recognize you. Okay. So that's all I want to talk about. If we're seeing things play out in time, it's already taking place in the non-physical. All right. And with that being said, I'll talk later.